Hi guys, this is Sonia Gatraj from Placement Interview and we are back again with the interview questions. And today, through this video, you will get some tips in order to answer your strengths and weaknesses in an interview. One of the most common interview questions that most of us experienced or will experience at some point is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? First, we'll start up with the strengths. During the interview process, it's likely that the hiring manager will ask you to describe your strengths. At some point, many candidates probably wonder how to answer that. What are your strengths without bragging too much or risk appearing narcissistic? You want to craft your answers with a high degree of self-awareness and professionalism. It's important to be prepared for these questions and have a statement ready. Even if you aren't asked this question, you will be aware of your strengths and what you can bring to this position. This will help you articulately weave those strengths into other areas of the interview. Having a story ready to tell when you are asked this question will help you stand out from the other people interviewing for this position. Rather than just blurting out, I am detail-oriented and hardworking, or merely listing off your strengths, you can craft a compelling way to deliver your story while highlighting what you can bring to this position. When the time comes to answer this question, you will need to be very specific. Take stock of what you believe to be your personal strengths or ask a friend to help you identify what you are good at. Make sure to include a range of strengths including knowledge-based skills, transferable skills, and personal trait to demonstrate your versatility. Some list of the strengths are listed here: creativity, versatility, flexibility, focus, dedication, integrity, and self-control. Even the most experienced candidate can struggle with the question of describing their strengths. So we have compiled a list of examples to inspire your strength story. You can take a tips from each of these key strengths, examples to craft a compelling reason that the hiring manager should choose you. So for example, I have always prepared to work in a group and find that my collaborative nature is one of my strongest attributes. On projects that I directed, I work well to inspire diverse team members and work side by side with them to achieve the project goals. In fact, I have increased productivity by 10% over the course of this many years. Now moving on to the weaknesses. As you already know, throughout the interview process, you will be asked to answer some tough questions. By now, you should have a solid answer to that. What are your strengths? But what do you say when you are asked to describe your greatest weaknesses? After all, you will seem arrogant if you say that you don't have any flaws, but if you respond with too many negative attributes, you may jeopardize your chances of securing a position. You need to appear humble and willingly to learn without scaring off the hiring manager with the mental weaknesses that you can't overcome by the time. Preparation and having a response ready are paramount to a successful job interview. When thinking about your weaknesses, it's essential to choose attributes that you are proactively working on demonstrate steps you are taking to turn the weaknesses into the strengths. Telling a relevant story or elaborating on how you are working to change these weaknesses can only strengthen your case. If you cannot identify how to find your weaknesses, turn to a friend or a co-worker to help you determine what you can improve on. Always remember that weaknesses are not permanent. That's just because you have few weaknesses does not mean that you are totally doomed out of it. Being able to identify areas of improvement demonstrates that you are a well-rounded candidate. Here are some list of weaknesses: self-criticism, insecure, extremely introvert, creative writing, too detail-oriented, and too sensitive. Knowing how to answer what are your weaknesses will set you up for the success in your job search. If you have some trouble crafting a response to the question, there are some examples to inspire your response and apply the structure to your own professionalism attributes. So here is an example. I am incredibly introvert, which makes me wary of sharing my ideas in a group setting or speaking up during team meetings. I feel that I have good intentions. I just was not always comfortable speaking up. After my team did not meet expectations on 2 consecutive progress, I decided to start making changes to get more familiar with sharing my ideas for the benefit of my team. I took local improv classes and started trying to get comfortable discussing my thoughts. I will still work on in progress, but it's something that I have improved dramatically over the past few years. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope it was informative for you guys. Do hit the like button as well as the subscribe button for more such videos in future. And do not forget to follow us on all our social media handles. The links are in the description box below.